Okay, now screen is visible. We'll discuss the concept. In my last class, I discussed the total concept of a transportation problem. Initial basic feasible solutions I explained. Here, total concept, transportation problem and assignment problem I discussed there. Now in this concept, I will discuss block 2, here northwest corner method and least cost method. Least cost method and Google approximation. Then we can go further the assignment problem. Here particularly we have a procedure. Here when you can see this problem illustration. In this first it is a transportation problem. Here northwest I am discussing here. In that northwest means it is a number of origins. It is a number of origins. I will O1, O2, O3, O4. It's a row. So this is a O1 row. And the O1 row, it is availability is of only 5. Means it is I have a O1, O2, O3, O4. It is these all are the factories. In that factories, it is availability of the goods are the 5 origin one. It is a first factory. We have a 5 equipments are available. And the origin 2 means the second factory availabilities are 8. And the third factory availabilities are 7. And fourth factory availabilities are 14. In that availabilities, I want to sell to the product to the various places. It is a D1 means first destination place I will sell. And as per their requirement, it is a requirement is a 7 is required for the entire purchasing of this company. The entire purchasing means it is a O1, O2, O3, O4, all models of the equipments. Then it is in between anyone can be purchased only the D1 into the, it is a 7 capacity only, it will be the purchase. Then D2, it will come to the here 9. It is a overall, it will be purchased to the 9 only D2 and D3 also 18 it will be purchases. Now what happens, it is a shipping cost from the origin to destination is a 12 and a first origin to second destinations and first origin to third destination. And these all are called as a transportation. Inside the table, what we have that are called as a what are the cost? It is a requirement of the availability. Transportation shipping cost, how much it is that they have given. Here, a total transportation cost we want to be make into the hello. ఇది ఓఆర్ సబ్జెక్టే కదా. హలో హలో అనిత ఇది ఓఆర్ సబ్జెక్టే కదా మనకు. అదే యాక్చువల్లీ అదే ఎవరో మెసేజ్ పెడితే డౌట్ వచ్చింది. ఓకే ఫైన్. నౌ I will continue. Hello? Pasha.
Is actually
no sir, no.
చెప్పండి
కారణం లేదు సార్.
అమ్మా నాకు అర్థం కాల. హలో పాషా.
That course 10 A and B operations research.
Yes, exactly. But someone is sent us some message. So again I got it. Okay,
Course
fine.
10 sir, course 10.
Course 10 correct only.
Yes. A and B operations research.
Operation research correct only. Here in that I am discussing the block 2. Today I am discussing the block 2. Okay. Here block 2 means it is a 5th chapter. Block 2 is the 5th chapter. Here origins and destinations we have. Here from the origin to destinations, it is a shipping cost, transportation cost is a 12. And origin to destination 2, it is a shipping cost is a 17. Origin to destination shipping cost is a 14. Like it is a various shipping cost we have inside. Availability is these all are the availabilities, and the requirement is that is called as a demand. The demand is this is the demand. So that it is availability and demand. Here, for example, here equipments are the O1, O2, O3. How many count will be there? That is it is a total I can be adjusted with the various destinations, various demands. So that then only this is a transportation will be finished. This problem is finished. So here O1, O2, O3, O4 is a 4 products I have. So the 4 products I want to sell to the different destinations. Means it is a, my product is a, how much we have, 8 plus 5, it is a 13. 8 plus 5, it is a 13. And the next is comes to the 13 plus 7, it is a 20. 20 plus 14, 34. 34 will be the availability. My side, it is a 34, it will be there. It is a their requirement point of view also. If I check that, it is a 9 plus 17. 9 plus 7 is how much? 16. 16 plus 18, it is a 34. So here, it is a total, it is a clearly balanced. Total, it is clearly balanced. It is a, how much? It is a 13. Total, it is balanced. That's what it is a directly we can go further. 1 second. Hello?
The topic.
4:30 కి వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓకే 4:30కి అవైలబుల్ ఉంది మన దగ్గర ఉంటారు. ఓకే ఓకే. Now here origins and various destinations. Origins and with the various destinations. So it is clearly
సార్ ఒక నిమిషం మీతో మాట్లాడతాను సార్.
ఓకే అమ్మా.
మన ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆపరేషన్ రీసెర్చ్ లోనే కదా సార్ చెప్పేది?
అవునమ్మా.
కానీ ఆ టాపిక్ లేదు సార్. 5.4 సమ్ స్టాండర్డ్ అండ్ థీరమ్స్ అండ్ యూటిలిటీ చాప్టర్.
ఏంటమ్మా మనకు ఒకసారి చెప్పరా?
ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఆపరేషన్
మీరు యూజీనా పీజీనా? మీరు యూజీ ఆర్ పీజీ?
పీజీ.
పీజీకి ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం లేదా? ఒకసారి చూడండి. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ మెథడ్స్
లేదు సార్.
ఆపరేషన్ రీసెర్చ్ డ్యూయల్లీ ఇన్ లీనియర్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అండ్ డ్యూయల్ సింప్లెక్స్ మెథడ్ ఉంది.
అవునమ్మా. మీరు బ్లాక్ 2 లో ఉన్న బ్లాక్ 2 లో ఏముంది చెప్పండి. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ ఉందో ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి.
బ్లాక్
7th యూనిట్ సార్.
పేజ్ నెంబర్ 136.
ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోండి.
వన్ సైడ్ పేజ్ నెంబర్ చెప్పరా? 136 కోర్స్.
సెవెంత్ యూనిట్ సార్.
చూడండి, మీకు ఉంటుంది చూడండి. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ అండ్ అసైన్మెంట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏ యూనిట్ ఉంటుందో ఆ యూనిట్ లోకి వెళ్ళండి.
సార్ అది మా యూనివర్సిటీ పుస్తకం అయితే కాదు కదా సార్. ఇది నాట్ అవర్ యూనివర్సిటీ మెటీరియల్ సార్. ఇస్ ఇట్ రైట్?
ఇట్ ఈస్ యూనివర్సిటీ మెటీరియల్ ఓన్లీ. It is university material, but it is a old book, sir.
Sir, ఇందులో 7th యూనిట్ ఉంది సార్. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లెస్.
Sir, actually same book కాదు. అంటే
సేమ్ ఉంది సార్. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం మీరు 7th యూనిట్ లో
అదే సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఇది యూనివర్సిటీ దే కానీ ఓల్డ్ బుక్ నా దగ్గర ఉన్నది.
చేశారు సార్.
మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న టాపిక్ యూనివర్సిటీ అమ్మా.
అసైన్మెంట్ ప్రాబ్లం అండ్ అసైన్మెంట్ అండ్ రూటింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చేసి మన దగ్గర 8th యూనిట్ లో ఉన్నాయి సార్. 163 పేజ్ నెంబర్.
yes దాని తర్వాత దాని ముందు ఉంటుంది చూడండి ఒకటి ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం.
ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చేసి 7th యూనిట్ సార్.
yes
లాస్ట్ టైం 7th యూనిట్ మీరు కరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పారు సార్. ఇవన్నీ మనకు చెప్పారన్నమాట నిన్న లాస్ట్ టైం.
today I am
Page number
discussing the
132
transportation
నుంచి.
problem.
Transportation problem again sir, because you have already discussed about the transportation problem.
Yes, exactly. Last class I discussed the transportation problem. Initial basic feasible
Sir.
solutions I discussed. Okay.
Okay sir. Okay.
After that, here we have to go for the some more concepts on this. Okay. Last
Correct,
class
sir.
లో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేయాలో చూపించాను. ఈ క్లాస్ లో పట నాకు థియరిటికల్ గా ఎలా ఉంటుందో కొంత కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయబోతున్నాను.
ఓకే సార్. అంటే మన పుస్తకంలో వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ రెఫర్ చేయాలనేది మనకు డౌట్ సార్ అంతే.
సేమ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ సేమ్ చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏం చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. మీ దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి దానికి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటిది సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే.
అంటే యూనిట్స్ చేంజ్ సార్. యూనిట్స్ వచ్చేసి నేమ్స్ చేంజ్ అయినా సార్. పేజ్ నెంబర్స్ అవన్నీ డిఫరెంట్ సార్ మన దగ్గర. దిస్ ఇస్ 6th యూనిట్ సార్ మీరు చెప్పేది. బట్ హియర్ 7th యూనిట్ ఇస్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం.
ఒక్క నిమిషం అండి. వర్షం పడుతుంది.
లాస్ట్ వీక్ 13th మార్చ్ మీరు మెయిల్ ఓపెన్ చేసి కూడా మీరు సేమ్ అదే దొరుకుతుంది సార్. 13th మార్చ్ మీరు అది ఓపెన్ చేసి ఇది మా పుస్తకమే మీరు చెప్పారు సార్.
యూనిట్ మారేది కాదు కానీ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏమైనా మారిందా అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. మన కాన్సెప్ట్ అయితే మారదు.
రెఫరెన్స్ గురించి మనకు ఇది కొద్దిగా ఫెసిలిటీ అవుతుందని అడుగుతున్నాం సార్.
రెఫరెన్స్ కాదండి, బుక్కే, అది టాపికే ఉంటుంది మొత్తం.
Tens are course.
మీకు నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ ఏమని చెప్పండి ఓవర్లో. హలో అండి.
Introduction. First topic, introduction to operations, research and some mathematical preliminaries.
Second topic.
Linear programming models and solutions. Graphical and simplex
method, big M method and two-phase method. అవునండి మీరు రెగ్యులర్ క్లాస్ కి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు కాదా? ఎవరు లేరా?
ఫస్ట్ టైం సార్, ఇప్పుడే ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ ఫస్ట్ 13 రోజు అయిపోయినప్పుడు తెలియదు సార్. మొన్న మెసేజ్ వచ్చింది నాకు. ఇప్పుడు
అలా కాదండి, అలా కాదు. రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ ఆఫ్లైన్ లో జరిగినప్పుడు రాలేదా మీరు?
రాలేదు సార్. అప్పుడు
ఇంతకుముందు అడిగిన సార్ కూడా రాలేదా?
తెలియదు సార్.
సార్ ఇంతకుముందు అడిగినారు కదా, వాళ్ళు రాలేదా? హలో సార్.
ఫస్ట్ టైం సార్, ఇప్పుడే.
అమ్మ నేను ఇవన్నీ మెథడ్స్ అని కంప్లీట్ చేశాను. గ్రాఫికల్ మెథడ్, సింప్లెక్స్ మెథడ్, బిగ్ ఎం మెథడ్, టూ ఫేస్ మెథడ్ అన్ని ఆఫ్లైన్ లో కంప్లీట్ చేశాను.
కానీ అసలు అవి యూనిట్స్ లేవు సార్ నాకు. అసలు
యూనిట్స్ లేకపోవడం ఏంటి? ఒకసారి సింప్లెక్స్ మెథడ్కి వెళ్ళండి.
కాంటెంట్ ఒకసారి కాంటెంట్ చూడండి సార్. ఒకసారి
4th యూనిట్ అండ్ 5th యూనిట్.
యూనిట్ లో ఎందుకు చెక్ చేస్తున్నారు మీరు? కాన్సెప్ట్స్ చూడండి.
కాన్సెప్ట్ కూడా రిలేటివ్ లేవు సార్. అసలు చాలా చేంజ్ ఉన్నాయి.
నో వే, 1 సెకండ్. ఉండే ప్రసక్తి లేదు. 1 సెకండ్.
కాంపిటేటివ్ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ 10th యూనిట్ ఉంది.
వీళ్ళకు కొత్త బుక్ ఇచ్చావు, పాత బుక్? ఈ కొత్త బ్యాచ్ వాళ్ళకి
హోంవర్క్ అయిపోయింది.
హోంవర్క్ అందరికి ఒకటేనా అన్న? నీ దగ్గర మెటీరియల్ నాకు పంపిరాదు. నాకు పిల్లలు వాళ్ళు యూనిట్ పేజ్ నెంబర్లు చెక్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు. రెగ్యులర్ వచ్చిన పిల్లలు లేరుడా. మొత్తం ఈ రోజు కొత్తగా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు నేను తయారు చేసిన నేను మన యూజీ రాసాం కదా. ఓవర్ పీజీ సాఫ్ట్ కాపీ లేదా? ఓకే. ఇక్కడ పిల్లలు, ఆ పిల్లలకి ఏం అర్థమవుతుంది. ఆ పేజ్ నెంబర్లు చెక్ చేసుకుంటారు కానీ కాన్సెప్ట్ గురించి వెళ్ళట్లేదు. నాకు ఆ పేజ్ నెంబర్లతో వాళ్ళు చెక్ చేసుకుంటారు. వాళ్ళకి ఏం చదువుతుంటే నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. నువ్వు కొంచెం అది పంపిస్తే కనీసం మనం ఏదైనా చెప్తే వాళ్ళు నేర్చుకుంటారు. ఓకేనే, రైట్. కొంచెం నాకు ఈవినింగ్ పంపించు. రైట్, రేపటి క్లాస్ కనుక పనికొస్తా. బాయ్. హలో అమ్మా. ఇది అమ్మా, ఇవన్నీ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నాయి మీకు. ఆల్రెడీ మీ బుక్ లో ఉంటాయి. మీరు వెతుక్కోవడం కొంచెం ఇబ్బందిగా ఉంటుంది మీకు.
సరే సార్, సరే సార్, కంటిన్యూ.
నేను మీకు క్లాస్ లో, మీకు నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో మీకు చూపిస్తాను.
ఓకే ఓకే.
టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ తో. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్, కంటిన్యూ.
ఓకే, హియర్ నార్త్ వెస్ట్ కార్నర్ మెథడ్ అండ్ లీస్ట్ కాస్ట్ మెథడ్ అని మనకు ఉంటుందమ్మా. ఇది లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో నేను చెప్పాను, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రీక్యాప్చులేట్ చేస్తున్నాను. నార్త్ వెస్ట్ కార్నర్ మెథడ్ అండ్ లీస్ట్ కాస్ట్ మెథడ్ అండ్ వోగల్ అప్రాక్సిమేషన్. హియర్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఆల్గరిథమ్స్ మనకు ప్రొసీజర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉంటుందండి. నేను లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుని సాల్వ్ చేశాను. సో హియర్ స్టార్ట్స్ ద నార్త్ వెస్ట్ టాప్ లెఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ అండ్ కంపేర్ విత్ ద సప్లై ఆఫ్ ద సోర్స్ S1 with the demand of the destination center 1 and a D1. Here 3 conditions are the possible. One is when it is D1 is less than S1 and demand is less than supply and availability. At the time here we will go for that is a demand only, we will allocate for that. Demand only will allocate for that. Next it is a source, means it is a source is a less than, it is a S1 is a demand is more than supply. At the time supply here less, supply is less, so that here supply we should be allowed. And the demand and supply both are the same. Here either we can allot that is a anyone, means it is a two side, both sides we are applying the same itself. It is the least cost. That is only the idea of this principle we are applying further. It is a concept of north west corner rule. It is a north west corner rule. We will start with the top. We will start with the top. So here we can see that here I will start with the 12. I will start with the 12. In that 12, it is availability is a 5 and supply is a 7. Demand is a 7 and availability is a 5. So I'm going to apply that it is a 12 and 7 and 5. So that here total demand and total supply is a clearly it is a equal. So it is the explanation part is clear. Now here second explanation part is comes to the here demand and supply, which is a minimum, supply and demand, which is a minimum, that we are taking for the 5,7. 5,7, which is a minimum, 5 is a minimum. So that 5 is allotted for the this is a demand and origin O1 and D1 and the origin and with corresponding to the demand. I will allot for that. That allotment it will take that is a supply and a demand, which is a minimum, that is allotted. So that we can see here. So here 12 I allotted 5 because of it is a 5 and 11 7. It is a minimum is a 5 allotted for the first box. Next it comes to the second box. That is a we will write into the theoretically. In the last class I explained that is a problematical. Here theoretically also we should be know that it is a minimum of the 5,7 is a 5. So smallest of all amount of the availability at S1 of 5 and the need demand at the D1 is a 2,000. Here demand is a need demand is how much 7 only. So here mistake is there. Therefore the allocation 5 units will be the cell satisfaction availability of the origin 1 and the leaves that is a balance is a 7 minus 5 equal to almost 2 units of the requirement at the destination D1. Next it is coming to the more variability, more vertically it will come to the down because of it is a 7. 7 means it is already something is a balance will be there. That balance we want to fulfill, so it will come to the down. 12 to it will come to the 13. 13 location is origin 2. I should be allotted next. So origin 2 it comes to the here already demand allotted 5, so that it is only 2 are the pending. So the 2 and 8. Origin 2 availability is a 8. That is the supply is a 8 and the demand is a 2. So here I will allot that is a 2 only. I will allot the 2 only. After allocation of the 2. Now here S11 equal to minimum I allotted for here. Minimum I allotted for that. Here theoretically we should write X11 equal to minimum of the 5,7 equal to how much 5. 5 is allotted here. Then it is the smallest amount of the variability S1 is closed. That will be removed. Then needed the demand into the D1 we will allocate and the demand is a 7 is available, so that we are already 5 allotted for the 12. So that pending is a 2. The 2 units will be the requirement. It is a balance will be there. Vertically it will come down because of it is a 7 is not yet completed. 5 only it will be less. So that 2 only the balance pending in the demand. So that it is again I will take the supply is the second supply is a 8. The second supply is the 7. Second supply 8 and here it is 2. What is that? It is in between that it is the least is a 2. So that 2 is allotted for the 13. So here if we allotted the 2, then it is the remaining is how much? It is a 2 completed. Then it is 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 equal to how much? 6. 6 is the balance will be there. That 6 will be the balance. It is moved to the horizontal cell into the supply to the 8 minus 6. 8 minus 2 equal to 6. Allocation of the 2 comma 2 and the minimum of the A2 minus 2 comma B2 equal to minimum of 8 minus 2 comma 9 equal to 6. Thus satisfy the availability at O2 is completely. Now it is a moving to the vertically down. Moving to the vertically down. It is a 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2. It is a next. It is a come to the already 6 will be there here. Vertically it is horizontal. It is moving to the 13. So from the 13 it is a here availability. A supply is a 6 will be there and demand is 9. So that 6 I will allot it. So balance is how much 3 will be there. That balance is I will attend for the coming to the down. It is a 14. 14 I will allot for the balance of the 3 and 7. 3 and 7, which is a minimum 3 only. 3 is a demand I allocated and the supply is a 3 is left means it is a 4 is a pending. So horizontally it will again it will move. So horizontal it is a 17. 17 the cost will be take that it is a already it is a balance is a 4 will be there and 18 will be the demand. So that it is the first 4 I will allot for that. Then it will come to the down. Then in year 12 it will be allotted. It is how much it will be allotted already. 4 it will be left means it is a 14. 18 minus 4 is a 14. So here demand and supply move to the horizontally and vertically. How the supply and demand based on that, supply is the less and the demand is a more. At the time supply you should be alert.
Your voice is cracked, sir.
No voice, sir.
Hello. Here now we will go to that. It is a A, B, C. A, B, C are the 3 products. Here 3 products. It is I am going to sell this product. It's corresponding that is A, B, C are products we have. That is he's clearly mentioned here from that A is the product and B is the product and C is the product. Now here 1250 and 1275. and Y also 2690 and 1350 and 850. Now here I am taking that is X and Y. Demand and supplies he mentioned into the outside sides. Here you can see that. This is comes to the, it is a next quadrant. Next here it is coming to the quoted demand to the two destination centers. Like this, it is, these are the demand he is asking. With the each cost is a 8 rupees is mentioned. So after getting the cost, then we will multiply. Transport from the, which is a plant to which is a destination center, to get that is a minimum cost of the Northwest. So here, whenever he will give into the theoretical problem, that problem we should construct into the one of the tabular form. The tabular form conversion is also important. That is, I did not explain the last class. So this is the most important aspect. What we will take that. So here, this is a oral idea about it. What is it? It is a cities A, B, C, and its destination centers are the located at the cities X, Y, and A, B, C. So here A, B, C, and X, Y I am taking. And supply is I am taking, that is a 1,000 and 1,500 and 1,200 cars. So 1,000 and 1,500 and 1,200 cars. Then again it going from that, it is a 2,300 and 1,400 cars. So 2,300 and 1,400 cars. So like here we can take that. Next it is coming to that, it is a, we will apply that is a supply and demand by northwest corner rule. We can get that is a solution. How it will be there means it is a simply, it is a demand and supply, which is a minimum. Supply is a minimum. So supply will be allotted and the remaining is how much? It is a 1,300. That 1,300 I will be come down and I will allot that is a 1,300. So it is a entirely, it is a 2,300. Addition is a 2,300, X is completed. Now it is a, immediately I will go for the right. It is a horizontal line. That horizontal line is a, it will is a here 1,350 will be the cost. Now here 200. So here 200 will be allotted for that. It is because of here 1,500 will be there. Here already 1,300 I allotted, so that remaining is a 200. So here 200, then it is a now it is clearly here 1,200. Here 850 will be the cost. That cost will be allotted to that. So 1,200, which is a minimum, will be there. Here 200 already completed. Out of 400, 200 completed to the allotted to the horizontal line. So what is the minimal? It is a 1,400. That 1,400 minus 200. So that we can allot the 200. It is 1,000 into 1,000. So what is the 1,000 into 1,000? Then 1,300 to 1,250. Then 200 to 1,350 and 1,200 to 1,850. This is a total cost. This is a total cost into, after getting that, here it's mentioned that it is a cost of the 8 rupees. So into 8 rupees we will multiply. After getting this, we will multiply the 8 rupees. That is called as our required solution of the transportation problem. Next, whenever it is comes to the northwest corner rule, sometimes he will give the directly, it is a factory 1, 42, 43, like this here directly. Next, it is a W1, W2, W3, he will give warehouse requirement. Warehouse requirement and factories outlets. So here factory outlets and based on the requirement, we will allot. That is only the main important task. So here availability, factory capacity, how much it is we have, and then it is a how much we should be warehouse, we should be allotted. That is a total, it must be the balance. Factory capacity and it is a warehouse. The total must be the balance. That is called as a 34. Now, it comes to the here. These all are the problems how we will solve that northwest corner. Next, coming to the transportation problem from the, it is a cost minimum method. Cost minimum method. This is also northwest corner. Here in our exam point of view, we will ask like this also. A destination and the availability origins we have. So northwest corner method. So that it is the number of cost we have and supply and demand. So that it is a destination and origins we have. so that we will allot for this. This is called as the initial basic feasible solution, how we will be apply for the northwest corner method. So these are these kind of the questions they will ask in the exam point of view. Least cost method. Lowest cost method is we should apply this is the algorithm. In this procedure, determine that is the smallest cost in the cost matrix of the transportation table, Cij. Allocate the Xij equal to minimum of the Ai comma Bj in the cell I comma j. If Xij equal to Aij across the ith row of the transportation table and it decreases the Bj by Ai, go to step 3. And Xij equal to Bj across out the jth column of the transportation table and it decreases Ai by Bj, go to the step 2. So it is both are equal, then we can be allowed directly. Like here, I will examples I can take here. Here, these all are the demands. These all are the supplies. Now, how I will allot that is a destination and here I'm applying that is a destination and demand and supply, so that it is a 15. 15 means it is I will allot the 15, which is because of lowest cost, entire cost table, which is the least. 2 is the least, so that 2 is a your supply is to 15 and demand also 15. So I allotted the 15. That is how we are allotted. That is totally theoretically we are mentioned. Satisfy the both the supply and the source A. And we demand at the destination D. Therefore, draw the line cover across the either row or columns. Let us draw the line across the first row of the table. So when we allotted that is this one, this is the corresponding column completed and row also completed. What is the remaining elements? So here 2 rows we have, the 2 rows we mentioned here. In that which is the least, it is a 4. 4 takes that is its corresponding demand and supply. 25. So that it is a 5 is allotted. So its column is left. Then it is coming to the 25 means it is already 5 left. So the remaining we can take that. Next I will allot that is a supply and demand, which is a minimum that will be allotted. Then which is a minimum that will be allotted. So this method is called as a not the least cost method, lowest cost method. Sometimes he will give that is this kind of the problem. So how many variables we have here? Only 2 variables. How many constants is there? 3 constants and 3 availability we have. And how many requirement? 2 requirement. It's come. Same theoretically, he will tell that is the total problem. The total problem we will be constructed into the mathematical problem in the supplies and demands. So minimization said. Now in this lowest cost entry, which is the minimum? Here low total cost is a minimum is 8. In that it is a supply and demand. Supply is a 5 and demand is 18. So which is the minimum? That minimum is a we allotted. Like here, continuing this procedure, we can go further. This is a least cost method, same procedure. Vogel approximation. Vogel approximation means it comes to the penalty method. What is a penalty means? It is a first row, which is the least element and corresponding next least element. Least element is a 4 and next least element is a 13. So 13 minus 4 is called as a 9. That is called as a here penalty. Similarly, I will take that as a next row, second row. Second row least element is 24. Next to least is a 34. Difference is how much? 10. Least is a 2 and next to least is a 14. So difference is 12. Least is a 13 and next is a 34. So difference is a 21. Least is a how much? It is a 2. Next list is a 24. So difference is a 22. Like it is a each column, we will take that differences. highest difference is how much? It is a 29, 10, 12, and 21, 22. So that it is this 21 is the highest penalty. In that penalty column, I will select. In that which is the least cost, I will select. In that minimum and its a row availability and supply, both I will alert. In between that is a 8 is a minimums. Demand is minimum. So the demand is I am alerting here. Next, after that, it is a demand means it's this column I will remove. So W2 remove. So W1, W3, W4 I am taking. So F1, F2, F3. Now penalties and availability. Supply and demand I will alert. Next, here also, which is a differences, it is a 44 and a 4. What is the difference? It is a 40. So it is a penalty is a 40. Next here, 34 and 44. Difference is almost 10. Yeah, difference is a 4 and 14. So difference is 10. So here that is a in that it is a 40 is a highest. So that 40 row I am selecting. 40 row I am selecting. In that which is a 2 is the our cost is a, we should be alert for that availability. Which is the least is a 4. Fourth is a, so I alerted 4 into 2. So row and column. It is the row is I remove. Then I will get that is a F2, F3. Next here, which is a differences 30. Here it is a 40. So 20 add it is a 50. Highest is how much? It is a 50. Least is a 14. 14 is a supply and demand, which is a minimum that we will be allotted. Then after allotment, it is a entire column will be leave, the row will be low. Next remaining elements is 34 and 52. Supply and demand I will alert. So like here I will alert that is a pending. So this is a procedure for that allocation of that. It is a penalty method. Now unbalanced assignment, unbalanced transportation problem. Unbalanced transportation means it is a quality of the supply and the demand is not equal. At the time supply and demand is not equal, here demand or supply we should be add, make the balance by introducing some value. So if we go for this, it is a, what is that? This total is a, how much? It is a 700 by the column supply. Here if I go for that, it's a demand. It is a 575. Supply and demand are not equal. So that it is called as unbalanced. How much we should be added? It is a 125. So we have to create that is a dummy destination. The cost is associated with the store will be taken to the 0 as a surplus quantity. Manufactured remains to the factory. So that it is a fast, it is a here 125, it is a column is needed for that addition because of pending is how much? 125. 125 column is required. So in that column, I am alerting 125. 125. So here supply and demand will be the occupied. Then I will apply the same procedure. Supply and demand is equal. Then I will apply that is the penalties. First penalties I will find which is the highest penalty. That penalty will be allotted its corresponding row or column. Then I will allot, but again I will go for this next penalty. Then again I will go for the next penalty. Highest penalty and supply and least cost I will select with corresponding supply and demand I will allot. So continuing this procedure, unbalanced means it is a make the balance. That is only the idea. Unbalanced means we may. Now here it is, we can go further as a Vogel approximation method, penalty method. So that it is a penalty means it is a highest. What is the in the highest is how much? Least, sorry, least is how much? 3.25. No, it is a 0 will be there. Next list is a 3.25. The differences I will find. Next differences also. like here we will apply for that is the supply and demand. According that I can get that is the adjustment of that availability and demand, which is the minimum that will be allotted. So that from that procedure I can get that is these are the allotments. Practical problems he will give that is one is the initial basic feasible solutions of following transportation problem. Availabilities and demand he will give. So availability I will give and demand I will give. Both we will be allotted for that. So this is a only idea for that how we will be making it into that. Okay. Okay, ma, these continuations we will discuss tomorrow on the board. Okay, thank you. Thank you all.